Hugh Jackman took 2 years off from the movies, and it was time well spent. He made his Broadway debut, won a Tony Award, and now he's back as one of Hollywood's busiest leading men. Jackman's already starred in 3 movies this year, added his voice to 2 animated films, and tomorrow, his very original drama, The Fountain, opens in theaters across the country. And Hugh Jackman is with us. Good morning.
Morning, Harry.
Great to see you.
Thank you. You too, man.
I'm going to jump right into this movie, because The Fountain is not like a lot of movies I think almost anyone has seen.
The best description I heard of it is it's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't think of it as a movie, but almost like a piece of abstract art. Right. Like if you go to a museum, you don't spend hours, what is it? I don't know. You just see what you feel about it. And this movie is a love story. It's very romantic. Yeah. And
it takes place in 3 different times.
Yes, I play, in a way, 3 different characters. One is a Spanish conquistador, one's a present-day neuroscientist, and then a guy who's in the future, travelling through space, 500 years in the future. So they're kind of the same person, but they're all different. But it's about this love story that endures over 1,000 years. And I think the message is, ultimately, just love is the most important thing. And, you know, as busy as we are in our life, take a moment to smell the roses, go for a walk.
When you're reading this script, because this script takes place over centuries, over this millennia, and you see this is this very passionate character.
Yeah.
How did you, in your mind's eye, say, how do I give myself to this character?
It was by far the most challenging role I've had, and it's a gift for an actor. I read this and I was so excited, nervous at the same time, because it's not often in movies you get a chance to do all that stuff, to really push yourself, to go. I mean, emotionally, I was probably as raw in this movie as I've ever been, you know. And so it's a gift. And when you have someone like Darren Aronofsky, who I think will be a Kubrick, you know, he'll be remembered as one of the great directors. When you have someone like him, you give your trust to him.
I'm going to show a little clip right now from the character who's the contemporary character.
Yes.
Who's in love with Rachel Weisz, who is dying of a terminal disease, and you're a scientist who may or may not be on the verge of a cure, and you share this scene with Ellen Burstyn. Let's take a look.
You have to repeat the procedure. Get a confirmation.
Confirmation that the tumor is unaffected? She'll be dead by...
She had a seizure.
I'm so sorry. How's she doing?
She's stable.
Who's with her? She's alone?
She needs to rest.
Tell me, no one invents new drugs overnight. No one. You're not being rational. You can't fix everything.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
You are so laid bare in this film. There's tears, buckets of tears from one human being. At the end of a day, at the end of shooting, what was it like?
I mean, by halfway through the day, I remember one occasion, I was just in my trailer lying on the floor. I got back at lunchtime and I just laid. I was too tired to and then a knock on the door came after 45 minutes. Said, "All right, we're going to pick up where you left off." You know,
this gorgeous scene. She is.
Rachel is extraordinary.
Beautiful.
It's an incredibly hard thing to play. Someone who is about to die, but has come to terms with dying. I mean, it's
she's at peace. You're the one who's tormented.
Well. And I think we can all relate to that. But very hard to imagine actually fully coming to peace with dying. No, look, it's ultimately, even when I read it, it has some hard moments in it, but it really is very life-affirming and it's really romantic. It's a date movie, Harry.
Let's talk about some of the other things going on, because you're one of the... How many voices in Happy Feet?
I just do one voice in Happy Feet,
but I haven't seen it, I have to confess.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Everybody in America has seen it already.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
They came by the Drillions. What do you play in Happy Feet?
I actually play a character called Memphis. He originally was called Elvis.
Right.
I play a penguin who thought he was Elvis, and I came back for my second session, he was called Memphis. And I said, "Has this got something to do with my accuracy of my impersonation?" No, not at all.
And what's going on with Wolverine? Because
Wolverine, we're going to...
All those movies have made over $1 billion.
Yeah, I'm really proud of those movies, and I can't wait to shoot this Wolverine movie. I'm greedy, basically, for my character, and so we're gonna shoot a movie in about, I'd say, about 8-9 months.
And here was the one thing, as I was going through your clip file, that jumped out at me. You've bought the rights to Carousel.
That's right. Carousel for me is the greatest musical theatre work of all time, up there with West Side Story. And so we need to find a way to make it for a modern audience, but I think that music is amazing. I did it once at Carnegie Hall here with Audra McDonald, and I've never forgotten it. It stays in my head, and so we've got to find a way to do it.
Wow. I tell you what, it's Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family, my health, and this Thanksgiving I will be in Egypt. As my son says, having turkey sandwiches on top of the Great Pyramids.
Now that's a way to spend the holiday. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
appreciate
Harry.
it.